I'm kind of glad you didn't pick up. I kind of just called to hear your voice. I miss you. I've been thinking about you, and I've been thinking about our love, and how much I miss you. I miss being around you, hearing your laugh and holding your hand. I think of you every day. I hope and I wish that you're doing okay. I want us to go back to the old days, because I miss you, and I just thought of you. I miss being around you, hearing your laugh and holding your hand. I think of you every day. I hope and I wish that you're doing okay. I want us to go back to the old days, because I miss you, and I just thought of you. The idea of you listening to this, the thought of you on the other side of the line, I can't hang up. I don't want this to end. Not again. I don't know if you miss me too, but I hope you do. I miss being around you, hearing your laugh and holding your hand. I think of you every day. I hope and I wish that you're doing okay. I want us to go back to the old days, because I miss you, and I just thought of you. The idea of you listening to this, the thought of you on the other side of the line, I can't hang up. I don't want this to end. Not again. I don't know if you miss me too, but I hope you do. Even if things never go back to what we were, what I became so used to, what I thought would be forever.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Sons of the Lumberjack. We last night we built like our first kind of house thing. Stage one. It's just coming up one morning actually. Actually, you know what? We need food and water. Let's go and see what's in the. Actually, we need to set a fire as well. Actually, we'll try and make a proper fireplace. I think. Rotten fish, multiple rotten fish collected. Actually, we're just going to do it. Maybe we'll find out a nice fish in one of these. We'll definitely at least one nice fish somewhere in amongst all that there, because I saw the green thing pop up. Evening, Gary, and welcome in. We're just beginning this evening's Sons of the Lumberjack. How many more of these? How much fish have we collected whilst we were working yesterday? Right, is that all of them? There's still some with fishy in. It's mostly all rotten fish.
Gary!
Now I did see some happy fish somewhere in amongst here. Okay, here we go. Inventory. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the unhappy fish, and we are going to just sift through. Oh, it was only one happy fish. The rest of them all knackered. Oh, I thought I saw a couple more came out that were green. That had the green marker on it. I don't see. Alright. We'll make ourselves a little fire inside this time. Actually, no, we've got these sticks to use up. Might as well extinguish these and get rid of them so they despawn. One fishy. What have we got on the rack? Oh, did we just... Hang on. Raw fish. Dried fish. Should there not be some kind of indicator to tell you when it's done? Let's just stay and watch the fish and see if it changes state. They change colour once they're fully cooked. No slouching you. Oh, you sort of feel like there'd be like a little percentage bar thing that would go up. Oh no, I just realised there's a glitch in the Matrix. Hang on. Turn that off. I will amend that in a moment. Well, hang on, right, that looks like it's changed. Oh, we can just take the dried stuff straight out the gates. Yeah, sticking a gun up in the air. So, oh, crikey, we used a lot of wood last night, didn't we? We've really depleted these stores. Right, let's get the village idiot to maybe go and... oh, hang on, we need water. Need water as well. There we go. Let's get the village idiot to get logs and fill holder. Fill all the holders. Yeah, not like that. Yeah. Now, I'm assuming we're going to have to carry 2 logs up the top there to start what I've got kind of in mind today. Could you carry another log? Let's grab those. Might as well make a start. I'm assuming it's going to be okay to get there. If not, we'll do it in stages and then see what happens. Irish Gamer, welcome in there, mate. You join us for Lumberjack Simulator. What sort of mischief has all been causing there today there, though? Is there anything I was going to say? Is she going to follow us up here? I need to make a small adjustment to Ada. So we may have to tab out for just a minute while I fix a glitch in the Matrix. Okay, catch my breath. Are we going to be able to build up there if I can get up there? I was saying that the other day, that the gravity wasn't so much of an issue. No, yeah, gravity's not an issue. Or maybe I can't get up there. Ideally, it would be ideal if I could get up there, though. Oh, come on, little bit, come on, keep pushing. Yeah. Yay. This bit's not too bad, actually, to be honest. Can we still see the lake from there? Right, maybe we build here to start with. There we go. Is that how this works? And then we stick the tow line to the edge of there, and then we can build a proper platform up here. Because ideally I would like to be able to come up, zoom up here from the house, and then say a zoom down there, or to other parts unknown. What's it there, the Irish gamer? How will you do? Knackered. Absolutely knackered. My hip is also in continuous agony. Well, how does this work? Oh, don't tell me I haven't got a... Oh, press R to reload. Was it in the forest you have... Oh, you got lots of new toys. I need to find where that other thing was we were looking at. There's like a better axe. Am I also to assume that this is infinite as long as I don't like take it out of my hand? Mr. Oz returns. I don't know. Well, this is an experiment. If this works, it works. If it doesn't, then well, I'll have to think of something else. I haven't tried this rope line yet. Right, so there is a limit on how far you can take it. Right, that is a problem. Let's go back up here. There needs to be a Call of the Wild auto walk, I think, for walking these sorts of things. Now, is there a limit, or did I just clip through too many materials, maybe? We'll try in section. I'm going to go up there, I'm going to grab that other log that we left on the top, and then I'm going to bring it down to that like lower bit that beneath it. I mean, if we have to do the first stages maybe in segments, that's not too much of a problem. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, come on. We go. Yeah, maybe we bring it down to like there, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know what the mechanics is for this, because the first time I'm trying this rope thing out. So when I built my axe there, so my house there was an axe. I didn't know. Oh, the three-legged lady showed you. I could like shoot that. You know what would be a good idea, maybe? No, that's not going to work, is it? We're going to try again. I'm going to put that there. Evening, JD, and welcome in. You join us for Sons of the Lumberjack, where we're currently doing an experiment to see how far we can do one of these tow cable things. And for some reason, the videos I saw gave me the impression that it was infinite. It turns out maybe it's not. or maybe it's the video I saw, maybe it was infinite, and maybe it was patched out in the later update. But we need to get it down here. Oh. So what sort of mischief have you been up to today there, JD? Hope you're well there. Let's just try and go down in. Yeah, right, yeah, it's not going to cut it, is it? So there is a limit. So we need to basically build a tow line to here. Basically. Now, is it because it was all red all the way? Let's go back to the house for a moment. I'm going to try stretching it across the lake. And we'll see what happens. To be honest, we could probably do a line going across to the other end of the lake anyway. Just for convenience. Oh, you had a sunny day there, JD. It's been like overcast and sort of miserable, the weather here today. Stick that on there, as good a place as any. Not too good, to be honest, JD. My hip has been incredibly bad the last couple of days. Hashtag blame Chrissy. How many ropes have I got? Whatever the maximum amount was of ropes, Gary. Because whenever I try to pick up fresh rope, it spat out from the inventory. Okay, this is the range. Right here. Uh-huh. Where are you going? Walking very peculiarly. Well, I suppose you are three-legged. 15 ropes is the max for a zip line. And this must be the distance of 15 ropes then. Well, that kind of puts a bit of an embuggerment in my master plan. Okay, well in that case then we maybe just have to build the thing that I want to build on this peak here. Buddy! There we go. If you've got to use mods to make it go longer, that just sounds, you know. Have we caught any bunnies or did we knock it over? I think we just knocked it over. Is she gonna knock it over? I don't think they have collisions of it. No, they're all good. Okay, let's have a little think. Let's climb on top of here and see what we can see. Because realize I want to be able to go from here up to there, and then to be able to shoot off to different places. But if there's that's the limit. Right, we're gonna have to go up there in stages regardless. Let's have a little spy. Got rid of a 2. Maybe we need to do it in really short bursts. Although saying that going down is going to be a problem then, is it? because we're not going to be able to slide all the way down to the beach. It means that we'll have to go down there in stages. Let's climb up a little bit, and we'll try and have a look to see what we can see beneath us, to see how might be best to get us down to the beach with minimal effort. Do these grow up to be big trees? Yes, we can make a sled. I did see a video as well of just directly in front of me. If I climb over this peak here, it slides down to the crash site, and there's so much. It was a video that sled all the way down it, and then from there, like straight off and into the forest below. Well, maybe try it, because I mean that's one of the things I wanted to do, was to get this to go to the 3D printing place, so that we could like get there smoothly without having to walk all the way down that waterfall when we needed it. Actually, where is that one? Let's check on the map. So that one is it's that way, is it? Hang on, where's the Bowtie Lake? There's the Bowtie Lake. So that printer must be that direction. So actually it is up and over the other side of the hill. I thought that we went somewhere on this side of the hill. But no. Oh no, that's right. No, because we came up here and we fell down this cliff, didn't we, Gary? Okay, so we need a path that takes us over the hill. So I think we do a marker here, one just up there, like just where the tip of the antenna is on the radio, and then from there we take it across. There you go, there's one. I'd have to do this a single post, I think, just for the minute. Eventually, I'd like to make little platforms as we go, and see what happens. But I'm going to put this platform out here, and I'm going to have to tab out for just a minute whilst I make a repair to Ada. As she may have gone a bit screwy. Again. Oh, come on. Up we go. Whilst carrying a log. Because we're a tough lumberjack. Okay, where's our other beam? Right, our other beam is there. Now, I don't think that'll stretch. I don't think that stretched to there. In our previous test, did it? I don't think we got that far down. Yeah, you know what? Let's give it a bash. So kind of from here, we can maybe go to that, straight up to that top peak there. Ah, the stumps will eventually grow back into trees there, Gary. So we probably shouldn't destroy them then, in the hopes that they'll grow back. We're a bit cold up here. There you go, you see. This is where we kind of want to be. Oh, do you think that would stretch? From that peak to that peak? Or to be short by like 10 foot? Plonk. Okay. Let's try it. Is anyone else getting like the Beacons of Gondor kind of vibes here? question is, can the rope take us down to go back up? Is the question. I mean, surely that's not the length that we went on the, what do we call it? 23. I don't know how many days has passed since last week when we did the lumberjackering. Oh, you are joking. We weren't that far off it, to be honest. Can I like aim for it from here? Can we zoom? What does the other click do? Oh, I can't believe it. That's too far. Oh, there. All of our plans have been completely destroyed. It's all gone screwy. I have to build it even more stages. That's going to be a bit pants. If we're going to only go like 100 foot at a time. And welcome back there, Easy. Alright, you know, let's just see if I can connect it at least this way, or is that going to be too far? How close does it need to be? I need you again, Mr. Oz. Oh, I get the feeling that it's not even gonna last that, is it? If it would just tell me somewhere on the screen how much I've got left. How much I got left to pull it? Oh. I'm going to try and go a bit high so as to not overstretch it. Oh, come on, just a little bit further. Yay! Was that tip tapping gives you the shivers? We can just kind of make it up here, though. It's just there. Just don't jump off, no. Actually, I don't know if I can actually get back onto it. I mean, we'll have to refine this a bit. But it'll do for this evening. If we can get it all to work. Now the question is, that's not. No, I can already tell that's not going to go. That's not going to go that far. Right, sever that. I'm going to get back to the house, and I just need to tap out for just a moment to recompile later. Because it's going to bug me for this evening if that entire bank of code isn't going to play. Bouncy. Right, let's get to the safety of the house. Close the door. Look at this bloke. I told him to fill the logs up. Lazy bum. Okay, let's just quickly press this. Followed by this. Then I'm going to do this. want to grab that text. Put it over here. And this is where we hope this is going to work. Click on there. Click on here. Press Control. Ah, maybe I did it wrong a second time. I pop that there, then we'll do that, then we'll stick that on there. We'll spell this one correctly. And we'll spell it correctly a second time. Then I'll close that down. If I close that down, then if I go 1, 2, compile. No, it still didn't work. Hang on. Then we'll do this. We'll save it. Then we'll compile it again. No, I don't hear. Oh, maybe it did work. Hang on, right. Save. Open up that. Turn that on. And compile it again. But now save it into the main one. Okay, we'll see what happens. Right, where's my audio monitor? There we go. Right, where were we at? Right, so our master plan is a bit knackered. Because we're no way it's going to stretch up there. And I have 10 ropes. I mean, I'll try it. What could possibly go wrong? What sort of mischief though has everyone else been up to today, though? How did the drive go easy? What time did you set off, and how long did it take you in the end? Shouldn't have taken you that long, since you were denying the family a trip to Abbott's Lodge for ice cream. Oh, actually, it might make it up here. Okay, we have 2 stages. Now, do we get much damage if when we hit the wall? No, we survive the impact. It's not like Minecraft when you fly into the wall. Welcome back there, mate. We are back on Sons of the Lumberjack today, and yeah, I had a bad feeling that was going to happen. The logs went somewhere else. I don't actually know, where did the logs go? Okay, those logs have been lost to the ether. Is there any trees nearby? I just wondered if we could just hack some down while we're up here and just try to make a little catching thing here. Or would one of those I don't know, where's the book? Would one of those the storage things for the logs, could I place the one here? Is there enough space for it? Because if there's somewhere like close on here where we could drop it, maybe the logs would fall off into it, and then we could like capture them 6 at a time. Gotta be a pixel around here somewhere we can use, because I think it'll be too far away. Yeah, it's looking like we're going to have to build the platform first. I was just hoping that we could send the logs up and then build the platform with the logs that we sent up. But yeah, I think we're going to have to just grind it out and build a platform. If we build a platform, though, it means that we can raise this pillar up a little bit and make it a little bit tidier. And plus, if we can raise this up a little bit, it might not be so bad when we get to the top. But yeah, I think we're just going to have to suffer and hike it. I'm going to see if I can conveniently get to those trees there, though. I'll hack away some of those first, because it might be easier just to scoot around this top bit than to go all the way down the bottom to come all the way back up. That's the plan, anyway. What could possibly go wrong? As long as the logs don't fall too far away. Well, the other trees are going to stop some of them. That's not too bad. What sort of mischief have you been up to today, then, though? Oh, bugger. Yeah, maybe he's not trying to leap across these. Oh, I just severed that line. Oh, it's okay. We can walk back up there. And we're going to have another collection of little stumpy things. Actually, this is probably not going to fit properly. Right, can I just place... Actually, I'll just ram that into the earth here. And then we will jiggle this one. And try and place it a little bit further to the side. Jiggle that one. That's straight? Yeah, that kind of looks straight, doesn't it? Alright, now we'll go get some more. Make it, even if we just start with like a little, just basic square and a walkway to get up to it. That you can build like a wall to stop the logs from... well, be honest, if we build that little platform there, we should be able to build one of those other things on top of it, and we should actually... Where'd the other logs go? Oh, don't tell me they finished rolling down the bloody hill. Oh, that's going to be a pain. If we're only going to get 2 at a time and the rest are going to roll away. Yeah, there was the stump. We'll just have to hope for the best. Maybe we should have got our minion to come up here to do the thing where he gets the trees and brings them to us. See, it's definitely stopped by the tree, yeah? At least that one is, anyway. And we'll get a little platform, just a few blocks long. We'll get number 2. Our food and water's still okay though, so it's not too bad. But it looks like the sun is setting. Either they're despawning because maybe they're still in motion, even though they looked static. Or somewhere down the bottom there's a big stack of logs. Does it look like he's got Christmas ornaments around his... he's got the Christmas lights around his wrists there. Is that buried in the snow? We'll keep going though. We're going to need at least 2 floored sections, I think, as well there.
Sorry, I don't understand.
I wasn't talking to you, Google.
I understood. I was not on Google. Is that right?
Quiet. Well, we'll go according to plan. Where was that little stump that we threw away before? Yeah, we maybe need to raise that up a smidge. If we're going to make this some sort of level. Oh no. It's all gone tits up. Right, we'll go get number 2 logs and we'll have to hack one of them up a little bit. Is there some there? Is that a... No, it's a stump. And that could be one there caught on the tree. I'll have that one at least. There's not another one. There must be some others lying around here. There was loads of them hit the trees. We'll just tip this one for a minute. Oh, the sun's going down our little valley there. They may need to grab them sticks. I maybe just quickly grab them and round them into the ground, then come back and jiggle them out. Speaking of which, let's just pop that one there. Jiggle that one free for a moment. And just plonk it there for a minute. Oh, it doesn't work like that, does it? You've got to lie it flat to... Right, then we'll just ram that into there. Grab that before it runs away. Oh, hang on, that doesn't work either, does it? Ah, bugger. This has all gone wrong. It's getting awfully cold and dark. Right, would this work? Oh, you have a good night there, Irish gamer. Thank you for coming in there, mate. You have a good night, and we'll see you next time there. Oh no. 540 points. Alright, how am I going to get this to go in there? I think we need to go back down to the ground though, to be honest, because we cannot really work like this. Was it a need to join the logs together to add the small bits? Or I don't try to go higher. Oh, hang on, we're stuck on the log. There you go, plan B, man, I'm telling you. Oh, this piece is too short. Let's just put that small bit there. I'm going to grab the grappling thing. And... oh, reload it. We'll go back down, we will sleep, we'll eat, we'll get more water. And then we will come back up. Carefully. At least if we get a tow line up here, then we can put the tow line up properly on another trip up and down the hill. Oh, he's still got it, he's still got it, he's still got it. Is it there? Oh, it is there. Okay, let's get in here. Oh no, we put the beds on the upper level now, didn't we? Now that we've got a roof. We should probably save it as well, just to be sure. Then we still need food and water now, though. Save. Did we get any fish yesterday? Raw fish, 2 raw fish, more raw fish. Did we have any? Was there anything left in these sticks? Stick some money on it. And then we'll stick this other fish on the drying rack. That meat still doesn't look right. I think it looks like it's been hung for maybe it's a bit too long. Okay, we'll wait here because we saw there was actually we'll get a drink whilst that cooks. Well, not much left. All right, that's the rain capture thing. We need to go down and get another one of those, I think, as well. Oh, is that it? Is that out of... can we relight it? Nope. Alright, stuff it. We'll just eat it. Because we have work to do. We've got those little bits because now I know how to do the fire things as well. Okay, that's us recharged. Our health is getting quite low as well. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try and throw these up. It is 24, day 24. Oh, scope on. Oh, hang on, what have I done? let's try and watch it to see where it goes when it hits. I think it's going to roll all the way down the hill there. Yeah, look at it go. Can I get there and grab it in time though? Shit. That was not good. Welcome in there, Frodo. And what was that as well there? Yes, we just saved a minute ago. I'm sorry, what was that as well there, Gary? Oh yeah, that's right. We should have just eaten the dry food, shouldn't we? And then swapped it out. Oh, jiggle! No! Jiggle! Press the jiggle button. Is that far enough for that? All right, let's. I can't even use this for flooring, can I? I wonder if I could put it here. And you know, like you were saying, make a kind of like barrier. Maybe because it bounces off there, right, and it rolls here. Oh, hang on, you all saw that. There we go. There's 1 pixel where I can place that. Was that at least you know what side? Well, what I kind of I think we need to build this out again here, don't we? Because we'll put like a post up here where it'll go to, and then like I say, we just need it to capture it underneath. Oh, I can't actually see my hands now. Where can I place this? Hang on, I can see a little bit of white. There we go. So I think that it'll bounce off there, it'll go here, then it'll twist around and it'll roll down the hill. What do you guys think? we are losing our log store. Hang on, where's the village idiot? Is he slacking off in here again? No. The lines are sometimes inconsistent. Sometimes they ping forward and sometimes they drop off. A bit like a guy with prostate issues. Okay, here we go. Oh, those logs are really accelerating ahead of us. Oh, look at that. We did it. This one here won't let us pick up that one. Right, that'll be a receiving post, I suppose. Actually, no. Just to be on the safe side, let's jiggle that one free. And is there a? Right, that might be a bit too steep. That might be the only pixel we can put it in, though. Okay, let's try that. By the time we've done this back and forth, we'll have enough wood up here just to build what we originally were making. I couldn't find the right pixel to lie it flat when we were on that little bit. But you never know, we might have enough just to. We'll see what we've got once we get up there. We'll see what happens to it. Oh, this is... Never mind the logs. It's lethal for us when we get up here. Okay, that was weird. Okay. Zip lines for life. Now I'm wondering, hang on, I'm just going to take this one away for a second. Yeah. We need to raise that up a bit. So you can't place it directly on top there, can you? Or is it? Hang on. Do I risk taking one of my little stumpies out? And we'll climb up here. Will that go on the end? Now, you sit there. You were there a minute. Try spam clicking. Drop it, drop it, drop it. Oh, I was thinking that might roll away, but now that one's rolling away. Well, it's kind of where it needs to be. Okay, let's have a little think then. So if that can't get tall enough easily that way. Evening, Mrs. Diesel, and welcome in. No, I think he's had a few too many. Keep quizzing him, but then he keeps, he keeps wandering off into the bushes. What sort of mischief have you been up to though today, Mrs. Diesel? Right, just stick that there for 2 minutes, just out of the way. Oh, he speaks now. He knows all the questions I've been putting to him. You can't take him anywhere that easy. Craig David, mate, welcome in there as well, mate. Okay, how do we put this stumpy one on top of this one? There has to be a way to raise it up. We probably should have done this on the ground, this experiment, rather than trying to do it in the middle of here. Super glue, yep. I don't want to lower it again, just to satisfy that little bit there. There must be a way. Oh, hang on. No. Right. Is this a full one? Is this a full thingy? I need to, oh no, I'm going to make it, I'm going to go down and get a fresh log. But I will cut the logs down there that I need. I'm not even going to chance trying to do it on top of the side of the thing there. It's like building a spider. Yeah, that's right, we're building a spider. Oh, hang on, we're stuck in there. And, was that Mrs. Diesel? Had Mr. Diesel's... Oh, of course, I remember you... Easy was telling us there, but I hope he's doing all right there, though. And like I say to everybody as well there, you know that we're always here, though, if you ever want to chat. But I hope you both yourself and Mr. and Mr. Diesel there, but we're both all right there. I realise I just made a mistake on that as well there. Grab these and we'll try sending them up the hill there. Nope. Oh, we're near death. Hang on. No. Infantry. Maybe we will have to do this on top of the hill. Let's knock that back there. What's that there? I got my own Ada questions. I feel like I'm part of the team now. Yeah, I've been making lots more tweaks to Ada there as well, and also welcome in there as well there. Oh, can I not send stumpy ones up there? I just realised I can't send stumpy ones up there. Okay, that's fine. Welcome in there as well, Samwise, and amongst all that. Yeah, I said, Gary, we can't send the stumpy ones up, which is a bit of a... Hang on, send log number 1. Everyone knows this is how zip lines work. So, yes, Mr. Diesel is rather quiet. Let's tell her to come in, and we'll keep him company. 2 seconds, just screw around there. You're best off hanging out with all of us bunch of nutters. Oh, right, my plan's not going to work. I was kind of hoping it would give me the option to lift up that beam. But it hasn't. Maybe, hang on. It's just been a whole night of just experimentation with this. Right. You go over there. You go over there. Oh dear. You go there. Nah, it won't let me put that half thing. Actually, no, this was the half, wasn't it? This wasn't like the stumpy little one, was it? Hang on. Yeah, it definitely looks like a half. But just going back through the thing there, Credit, what was your... Oh, yeah, sorry, behind you, the kitten has an anvil, yes. I forgot about that. Oh, look, we got it. That's what I was trying to do. How are the wounds healing? Has the kitten struck again? Because for those who don't know, Craig David gets beaten up by kittens. Right, let's just put that one there. We'll come down here and grab this one. I think I might just have to waste a whole log just to stand this up. Maybe. Right, I don't know where that one appears from, but I'm going to take it. Mr. Diesel, welcome in there, mate. So hope you're all right there. Just sitting there, Mrs. Diesel, you have to come in and join all of us nutters. But we're on the Sons of the Forest this evening. Oh no, I've just noticed as well there on the side of my eye that Frodo and Sam have contributed to a challenge that doesn't need to be completed. But welcome in there as well there, mate. I don't know if either of you guys played this one at all. I definitely recommend this one, Mr. and Mrs. Diesel. It's enough to drive you mad, though. At the same time. Right. We're going to have to go and build a floor now as well, aren't we? But we're going to need an absolute ton of logs to put a little floor in there. Oh no, Mr. Diesel's contributed to the accursed SnowRunner challenge. He's determined to get me to play it. Fill up his boots with these points. Oh, there we go. Do I? Yeah, no. Just get the floor on. Get the floor on. I'll send up 6 logs. There we go. 2 away. I don't know where the village idiot is. It's all in your imagination, Mr. Diesel. No, nobody likes SnowRunner. It's a typo. It's been a clerical error on everybody's part. You guys must have 100%ed that map by now. The new bits, have yous? Because you've definitely put some hours in between yous into those new bits. Very addictive. We need to get you into something like Satisfactory. That would be a nice addiction for you. I think we're going to try and get Easy Guy's next challenge is going to be we're going to get him to play Satisfactory. Oh, we've lost many of the stumps. Okay. Oh, well. And I can't actually see where they've gone. Oh, hang on. Is that the logs? That could be logs. Oh, I see what you mean before when you said some of them fly off in different directions. These must have got launched. Oh, look, there's more down there. Oh, that's handy, though. We'll grab those. Let's jump through here. And, yep, pop these ones on here. Grab that. Alright, we're getting there. We need to build a receiving post up here as well. I'm thinking we build it here. And in the theory that the logs will land here. What could possibly go wrong? I'm just saying as well, there is that 29% that you have filled up the challenge. How many days have you got left to finish emptying it? Was that you giving me enough hardship over? you wait till tomorrow. I hope that while while Easy Guy was under you guys' supervision, Mr. and Mrs. Diesel, I hope you give him plenty of abuse. Because he's not leaving here unless he's black and blue. and Jersey James, welcome in there as well there, mate. Contributing as well to the evil SnowRunner challenge. If I'm gonna have to play SnowRunner for 2 hours, what on earth am I gonna do on it? Oh, why did I break that log? Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's go get these loose ones. The ones that fell down a bit. Get stuck a lot. I've done what, like, I've definitely done, must be more than 10 streams over on the YouTube channel, surely. But I've definitely put some hours into it. You play it, we'll laugh. Decisions. If I no, does it work like that? Hang on, wait, there's a log down here. Let's grab that log, and we will see what happens. Actually, there's 2 logs down here. I didn't see the second one there. I was like, it's healing now. Just wait. The kitten will be coming for you. It's healing now. The pain is a familiar friend now. The lack of sleep is a bigger struggle. It feels like I spent 6 hours playing a game. Then I rush at the last minute. The dreaded evil cat boss. Have you seen us play Cat Quest? Will this go on here? Or do I need to build it up? Oh, we fell down the hole. Right, let's go get 2 more logs and bring them up and make sure our inventory's full of sticks. Down we go. Oh, do we need any food and water? No, we're all good for food and water at the minute. Keep looking to see if I can see the village idiot. But I can't see him anywhere. So what time did you set off today as well there, Easy? Because it was about 7 o'clock-ish when you messaged us there to say that you had made it. Did you just go out for a bit of a wander, or did you just stay in the hotel and have something to eat? Where did the log go? Oh, there it is, rolling down. It's rolling all the way down the bottom. I'm fairly certain we're making this more complicated for ourselves, you know. I just get that feeling. Right, I can't take out that one, which is fine. That's fine. Then I'm going to build. Actually, I'm going to put another one here, in the hopes that if it comes up and they smash into it, they'll stay where they are. Actually, we may build up another bit of a grid here, but just for the moment, we will open up the build thing. And R to rotate. Probably should just rotate it once though. Put that there. A few stops on the way. See, I told you it would have been ideal if you had have stopped at Shap on the way up. You could have got yourself some good fish and chips. Alright, this is where the test. Because we're going to have to walk back down. Oh, reload. I think that's what's wrong with this picture. Do you reckon that should be high enough? Imagine it wouldn't be too bad though, at least once you hit the motorway. Because Because once you're on that motorway, oh, easy. I forgot something that I should have got you to do. You drove past my client that owes me the money. I should have sent you in to break his fingers. Evening, housemate, and welcome in. What mischief are you getting yourself up to? We are living the life of a lumberjack. And apparently it completely missed. Right, we'll build another capture thing to redirect it on the other side. It's going to get more and more elaborate, this, isn't it? At least they're not rolling too far away. Whose idea was this? I face it had nothing to do with me. One stump. Oh, I kind of wanted that to be a crossbar. That can't go down to there. Maybe we're just gonna have to live with it. And we could always put an extra piece in, maybe along the wall. Down we go. What was that there as well, though? Craig David. Well, for me, I'm still in absolute agony with my hip. I mean, I'm sitting here and I can't keep my leg still because I can't seem to get it into a position where my hip isn't hurting. So hashtag blame Chrissy. But I hope all you lot are all doing well there. Let's grab that there. Yeah, but we're probably gonna have to build a wall there to stop it from going. And what was that as well? What ghostly... I was reading Ada's thing there. I've been putting more and more things into Ada since I've been working on more things. Oh, actually, Easy Guy. Could you try a shout-out? Because it didn't work last night because I put a comma in the wrong place in the code. Oh, it looks like these didn't... oh, there they are. I put a comma in the wrong place, which is why it wouldn't execute. But it should work now. In theory. That down there, and then yeah, we'll get some logs, and we're just gonna have to, because they're gonna hit here and they're gonna land there because they're all flying that way at least. So that's something. But yeah, you could have ran them over. I just get absolutely nowhere with them. It's now like what, 140-ish days. There we go. With them being so far away, I think I'm probably just going to wind up going to collections. See how they get on when they take away the oven from the kitchen. Or those jacuzzi things they installed. Ah, right, did everyone see that? They're actually going above. Okay, right, that gives me a plan. But yes, I see now, it is working at least. Shoutouts are working, although Ada will handle majority of folk automatically anyway. With my new tier system that I created. So shoutouts are based from levels 1 to 5. 1 being standard. We have 2 for where it actually comes up with a shoutout that appears on screen. Oh bugger. We have... which one was the level 3s again? Oh, level 3s are if one of those teammates were to turn in. We have the level 4, which is banned people. If they were to try. And level 5s, which are the complete customs. And evening tic-tac as well then, welcome in. And, are you away to bed now there, Craig David? Well, thank you for coming in there, mate. You behave yourself now. What's that on the floor there? Oh yeah, it's that stumpy thing, isn't it? But thank you for coming in there, mate, and you behave yourself. Don't let that cat beat you up. But welcome in there as well there, tic-tac. Oh, go on. We're going to have to fly up here and see what happens. Nope, they still get launched off. They're still getting launched off. Yep, keep that ban hammer ready, JT. Right, we're going to have to build a crossbeam across there to hopefully capture them this time. Oh, what a carry on. Oh, look at all these other logs. Where they're all just piling up. Yep, he gets beaten up by the keys. This is getting really... For such a small thing that we're building here, this is getting more and more ridiculous every time that we come up. Oh... Alright, let's try it again. I suppose we'll be able to use this to transport logs to and back and forth all over the place. Eventually. Right, we'll quickly sleep though, because it looks like the sun is... Oh, our beds aren't in there anymore. Zed. And then we'll save it before Frodo shouts at us. What was that there? JD, hey, how? They are not tiny. Oh, sorry, they're perfectly adequate logs. I added a little something extra for the bouncy things as well, at least from you guys' perspective. I will be adding more in the future. Oh, actually, what was the other thing that I added today? There's that many things that some of it's like half built and stuff. Well, I fixed the shout out thing there because the comma was in the wrong place. Yeah, now we've done that. I haven't integrated that into 2.0 yet because it's been a bit weird. Probably a comma in the wrong place there as well, I imagine. Oh yeah. If one of you guys would like to try, you can do any of these commands. It all has the same output. Schedule, coming up, or this week. All is one word. Oh, look at it. It worked. It worked. We captured the logs. The question is, though, when we come down the other way, how are we going to capture the logs coming the other side? Okay, let's slide down. We'll get the other 4 logs. Get the other 4 logs up there. Fill the gaps so we've got some construction materials. There's 1. There's 2. wonder how many logs we've lost during this exercise. I say lost, they'll roll down to the bottom of the hill, never to be seen again. Yay, it worked! Oh, I'm just seeing what you've done there as well, Easy. But yeah, so just on a side note, coming up this week, tomorrow, depending on what sort of chaos that Easy Guy causes, if there is a stream tomorrow, we'll be on the Hunter. Wednesday, we'll be starting a brand new series for the Wednesday slot, and that will be Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, assuming that I've written the right title in the thing, and that Shadow of Mordor is the first one. There's no way to know. Nobody knows which game was first and which game was second from the Middle-earth Shadow of insert location here. A little bit of farming sim on Thursday. Mandatory viewing. I expect everyone to be here on Friday nights for our 100% playthrough of Mass Effect 2. Continuation of Hogwarts on Saturday, where I want to try and get a good few story missions done. On that one there, because I want to try and press that one forward, because realistically there's only one real thing that we have to do, and that one is defeat the trolls, which we will do passively in between each mission. We'll we'll do a mission, then we'll kill 2 trolls, then we'll do a mission, then we'll kill 2 trolls. I think that'll probably be like a nice way to do it, because that'll give them time to spawn back in, I think, as well. And then on Sunday we'll be finishing Never Alone, which we started 2 years ago. We got halfway through the game in one stream, and it would be nice to finish it off for the YouTube side of things. Me cause trouble? I'd hate to think the trouble that you've caused for Mr. and Mrs. Diesel this evening, or yesterday evening. On here, speaking of troublemakers, here's Mr. Smith. So have Mr. and Mrs. Diesel, have you had to go and apologise to anyone today for Easy Guy's behaviour yesterday? You know what sort of trouble and antics that he gets up to. Okay, let's have another little thing. I'm no trouble. Should we? I'm going to leave that plank, because it'll drive the OCD people nuts to leave that one plank empty. In fact, can I make it even worse? Jiggle. There you go. Leave random plank out. Okay, so we built a little bit here. I think coming down might be easier. Because I'm sure they'll just smash into it if we build it right. I don't know if we can get I don't think we can use this same log store because of the way that we've had. Can I get rid of this? I mean, maybe we'll do an experiment. Oh no, we're not going to be able to do that, are we? I was thinking, can we build off of here, but we'll not be able to slap anything onto there because of the way this is supported. I don't think we can continue this out easily. Oh. Let's have a little think. Because I want to go up to there next. Oh, evening there, Happy Cat Lady, and apologies for pronouncing it. Mr. Pods, welcome in there as well, there, mate. And welcome in there as well, Happy Cat Lady. You join us again for Lumberjack Simulator. where I'm now just trying to work out in my head what's going to be our best way of running a zip line up to there and making it accessible for logs to be flung back and forth. I'm going to do an experiment just whilst we're thinking about it though. I'm going to send another log down, then I'm going to send it back up because I've taken that one log out and I want to see, now that we've taken that one log out, will it still capture it? All for science. You guys should have done the visit. Well, funny you should say that. I am quite tempted to set the camera up in the garden for playing with the girls tomorrow. I have thought about it. He's building you a new... Yeah, we've got your trophy cabinet on the go. Well, Eris, it's kind of like a lake top lodge type thing. I just realised Ada's now doing double shout-outs. I'll fix that. There's probably a comma in the wrong place there as well. Oh no, Mr. Smith challenges Eris to a fight to the death. Oh, I just realised there's an error in Ada. Hang on. Click on there. No, don't click on there. Click on this one? No, this one. It's in this bank here. Then I want to go to level 5 for customs. Are you still recovering from customs there, Easy? Has your walk and return to normal? And then I want to go... No. Click on customs. No, what am I talking about? That's not that bank. It's in this bank. Don't crash, Ada. Don't make me unplug you back in again. I mean to go sit up. Right, level 5. Then I find here. Then I go here. And then, yes, I missed another comma. It's going to be quite a common occurrence, this as well. Save. Okay, that should work tomorrow. Without rebooting Ada, I can't do it. Okay, what was I saying there? Happy Cat Lady is still not sharing her chocolate. And all back to normal. All back to walking normal again there, Easy. How can I build an extra platform off the end of here? Eris didn't accept the fight to the death. Can I? Oh, I'm trying. Can I build like a one going straight down? But I don't think we can. Unless this might just be the way. Then might have to build it. Build a receiving one next to it, so we've got an import and an outport, basically. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'll give it a bash. Grab that half. Stake it into the ground. That won't let me do it on top. Maybe he wants to hide what he's building. Oh, hang on. Hashtag blame Chrissy. There we go. Welcome in there, Steve. We're busy getting supplies ready for your booking for New Year, wasn't it? What sort of mischief you getting yourself up to there, though, mate? You know, we've got a spare piece. I'll fill it in for the OCD people. What was that there? Oh, I just missed as well. You've challenged Easy Guy to a fight to the death. So, exclamation mark challenge, then at Mr. Smith. Easy. I'm going to put that there. Then I'm going to build another one of those. Put a receiving one on this side. And Teacher's Pet. Teacher's Pet, once again, wins. As he pulls the severed remains of Easy from the inside of his tractor. Another head for his trophy lodge. I think Happy Cat Lady is the only one that wins against you, Mr. Smith. Well, Steve, we are building, apart from our little house on the lake, which we've kind of finished the first stage, we're now trying to build a transport system where we can get over the other side of the hill. Oh, have a good night there, JD. Thank you for coming in as well there. You keep yourself out of trouble and have a good night's sleep there, mate. Oops, save that one there. Dream of the Frazzles. Ooh, how many packets of Frazzles have you got left there, JD? Well, you have a good night there, mate, and we'll catch you later on there, JD. Gonna send these up there. Speaking of parcels, parcel bound for Canada left today. What the hell is he doing there? Yeah, a parcel on its way to Canada this morning. It would have got picked up at 5 o'clock though, because that's what time it gets emptied. It has a mini Frodo in it, and is solidly packed with other sweeties and bits and bobs. Oh, don't tell Frodo. Trouble is my middle name, Eris. You thought that was mine. Let's have a little think. How is this going to be best? Oh, hang on, grab that again. Right, so hopefully that will capture. I'm going to have to put another one out because I can't help it. I'm going to have to put one here. So my theory is then that will capture any of those other ones there. Was that you are sweet and let you win? Oh yeah, it got lost in the mail. Yeah, all the chocolatey goodness that was in that parcel. Terrible situation. It got lost. That's what I got from the post office today. It was a note saying that it'd been tragically lost. He's just wiping up Easy Guy's remains. Okay, how are we going to do this next bit? Actually, we're going to go down and get some food and water, and we will send up 2 more logs. And then from there, we'll make another rope path going to the peak of the hill. And see what happens. Right, let's, as you say, we'll eat the dry stuff. Then we'll go and fish up some fresh ones. Have a drink. Rotten fish. Right, let's empty all of these, and in the hopes that there might be some good fish. It doesn't last very long. You've got to really keep an eye on these things, haven't you? Yeah, it's all rotten fish that's coming out of these. Yeah, there's not a single good one amongst it. Okay. Oh, Samwise has challenged Frodo to a fight to the death. I'll hang up that fish, and we might as well go and get the other fish and then see what happens to it once it's been hung out to dry. Winner gets the parcel. Frodo gets the parcel. Samwise gambled and lost. So Frodo gets to sit in front of Samwise, munching down all that chocolate, all those packets of quavers. I think I was able to squeeze 4 into it in the end. Did I send those 2 logs up there? I'm going to send another 2 logs up there just in case. Still gonna go. He's still gonna go for the Lost in the Mail story. Oh, you still got to wait another minute there for you to recover there, Easy. Oh, I'm just gonna sit up as well. Oh, put the microphone there. You wanting a rematch, Easy? You'll have his revenge. Okay, let's right, that's where the other tower is. How does that line up comfortably? I think we're going to have to make it a slightly different location. I think rather than being on that high peak, I think it's going to have to be on that peak. I mean, they're not too far apart, but I'm just thinking for aligning ourselves with for the receiving station. I think that's going to oh, there you go. You've recovered. I'm going to take 2 logs and I'm going to go on foot for the first chunk of it. And we'll see what see how far we can get. Easy guy exacts his revenge. You win this round. Yes, easy guy with his truck from SnowRunner attaches a line to Mr. Smith. Each line per it's gonna be it. Each line per limb, and then drives the cars off in opposite directions. So I'm thinking here. I think this might be a good place to build the next one. Do you reckon? Because if that's where that receiver is, it's going to have to come here so that it can go up and down. And then from here, we're going to have the log store. I see, ideally, it's going to be better off situated. Right, there's only one way to find out. Let's just do it. It's at a funny angle, but we might be able to do something to make it capture it at that station down there, even if we've got to like build up the other side a little bit more. Yeah, those are too big. Yeah, we're building a mountaintop bar for you, Eris. Right, that's a bit of a problem. Right, can I just ram this into the ground anyway here just for 2 minutes? Maybe. Just a slight rejigglement. Right, stumpy bit, come back here because you never know, we might need a stumpy bit. Was that you in that, as if I was no match? Right, I'm gonna... See, the thing is, we've got to build it tall enough so that we can capture the logs coming up as well. We can't build one of those things just on the loose on the ground here, can we? No, that'd be too easy. Alright, let's just get the grapple. And I'm going to pin it to here if I can, in the hopes that any logs we shoot up will get caught in there. Oh, I don't know if this is going to work. I have the feeling that the answer is going to be no, it ain't going to work. But nevertheless, we'll attempt it. You never know. You know, the coming down might be alright. We have to like work on like better paths around the outside, maybe. Now that might be enough to capture them. Of course, now I can't get up into there. Just send one log up so far, just to test it and see how it goes. Oh, yeah. Well, it is going to get higher. It is going to get higher. Right, grab that stumpy bit. Join them together. Yeah, because once we get the platform built, we'll re-raise this back up to the new height. But for now, I think I can throw logs up here. I hope. Yeah, we've got a nice view here, at least. Yes, when we go back down the bottom, we will save it, Frodo. Oh, only one of the logs survived. Alright, so at the minute we can only send one log at a time. Which is problematic. Try to see if maybe it landed somewhere like where we could easily grab it. Reminds me of... yeah, if we could build a little monorail up. If we could build something like that. Oh, now I've got that. Remember that episode of The Simpsons where they were building a monorail, and I've got that music stuck in my head. Down we go. Actually, it's the sun setting. The sun's going down, so it's probably a good idea that we rest. No worries there, Easy. What time are you looking to land? Was it about 11 o'clock, or are you going to give us a shout on Discord, a call on Discord or something beforehand? Oh no! Oh, it's too late. Too late. We're too high. We're too high. But you have a good night there, Easy. I'm going to ring the hotel. Which room number are you in? I'm going to ring the hotel and say that there's loads of noise. There's someone having a party in whichever room that you're in. Where did a log go? Yeah, this is first class travel compared to Ryanair. Was our little friend who brought us something? It sounded like she did. I don't know where she is. Around 11 o'clock, but we'll give you a call before. If you got the address all keyed into your sat nav. Just hope there's some nice weather, so you'll be able to sit in the garden with the girls. We've done it again. We've done it again. Are we like losing logs randomly? So we stayed at a hotel. We stayed at a hotel at 11 PM. The fire alarms went off and had to vacate for a bit of them. Yeah. Well, hang on. The detector heads in each of the rooms should, like they are here in the hotels I've worked at. Each of them has a siren in them. No, send it me in case I can't find it. No worries, I'll do that after the stream. Yes, I mean, I was actually talking about this with Easy Guy a few weeks ago. So there we go. We can tick something off the bingo card list because I'm going to tell you the The horrible hotel stories. We haven't really done much of those lately. Well, I can only send one at a time, can't I? There we go. Because back when I used to work in the travel hole... Can I aim for that? Well, this is going to be a bit of a bother, isn't it? How am I going to be able to line myself up with that? Let's just climb up here, maybe. And then we'll go ourselves. When I used to work in the travel hole, the Irish stag groups were absolute nightmares. Because I asked Easy Guy, is it like like an Irish tradition or something like that or something? Because it seemed like every single Irish stag group that we had in ever did the exact same thing. Oh, that's a bit bollocksed up, isn't it? Oh, I'm going to have to cut it down. I'm going to have to cut it down to size, aren't I? It's the only way it's going to work. Because if it was an Irish thing, because every single time that we had an Irish group in the hotel, reload. But one, anarchy and chaos they would cause, but they would always, without fail, shit in the pillowcases. And I was just wondering if it was like an Irish thing. Oh, clip through the ground there. Let's run this cable back out over here. And... yeah, exactly there. The amount of damage that you troublemakers cause. Is there a 24-hour bar in the in this hotel that we're making? Yes. Oh, back, grab it. Oh, there we go. We've got the first stages of our build. Well, if you don't supply toilet paper, what else are we supposed to use? Was that the trick then? That we're not supposed to have that just as an extra? Send that up there. I should really compile all of my report. I lost a load of them, but I do have quite a lot of them still. My old hotel reports. I should compile them into like a story. You normally steal the pillowcases. No! Come back! Oh, there we go. Right, put them there. Are they? Oh, they're stumps. Wait, I need halves. Right, I think we'll probably have to go back down and sleep though. That'll probably be our best bet right now. Needs to be free ply at least. Can we crouch under there? Yes. Send another 2 logs up as well. Sorry, 4 logs up before we sleep, because I'll forget that we have to send 4 logs up. The volume of logs that we're going through here for such a small build. Alright, you have a good night there, Easy. And if I'm in, hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow. Does anyone notice well all my interior lights are being reflected even though they're through the floor? So there's definitely a glitch in the matrix, but it does look quite nice. Send that one up there. And send that one up. Right, sleep first. First we sleep, then we save. We need food and water. Right, we'll go and see what we are in the way of... Bunny! We'll see what we've got in the way of fish. Hopefully there'll be some fresh fish because we emptied it just a little bit ago. There we go, raw fish. Maybe this might be a good idea to build some more drying racks. Because we are getting a lot of fish in here. I wish I didn't need to build quite so many of these. Yeah, that's a lot of fish. Right, is there any space on this rack? Right, that rack's full. Wow, these have all gone red. Does that mean they're all knackered? Oh, they're still all green. Oh, maybe that's the rotten ones. Okay, let's press the book. We want a drying rack. Then I will go back into the book. Pop those on there. And number 3. Was that 11:30 at night when the fire alarms went off? It was bouncy time. Well, you got to test the springs in the mattress to see if you don't jump up and down on it. Ooh, bugger. That was not a good idea. 3 more fish collected. We can carry like dozens of logs and stuff like that, but we can only carry 3 fish. Oh, hang on, we picked up a dud one. Inventory. Be very careful that we pick up the decent ones. And I think for breakfast we'll eat the rotten ones that are on that far rack so that we can place them on the thing. 2, 3. Munch this one. And munch this one. It's probably the best way to do this. Just eat them all. You'll be fine. Remember to save. Are you going to put the kettle on there, Frodo? Okay, this is more good fish. Of course, 3 at a time. Bear Grylls himself. Now, Bear Grylls would have already been in the luxury hotel. Let's go get another 3 fishies. That we've left scattered in the river. There's 1, 2. Come on, let me pick it up. 3. It sounds like the village idiot is still logging away over down there. Fish, fish, and fish. So, right, all them are in the green, so that must be good meat. It just looks a bit funky. Is that all the drying racks? Still one more hook free. We'll go and get 1 more fishy, and we'll there's no point in keeping it in our inventory because it just goes off. So there's no real point in keeping it like to hand. Actually, what we could do is, because our hunger is still quite low, we'll hang up the 1 fish, and then we'll cook the other 2 just to get shot of. Actually, we'll eat the funky meat. And welcome back there, JD. Yep, we are still at it. You don't get to sleep there, mate. You want to watch my accounting videos, JD? That'll be enough to put you to sleep. Fishies. Okay, I think that's everything that is worth like putting into these slots. For now, anyway. Looks a bit fishy round here. Someone rang my doorbell and it was wrong floor, so awake again. Oh, bugger. Is there not like is there no controller on your doorbell so that you can like turn it off at, you know, like how you can do on your phone, like the do not disturb hours? Is there not like a thing where you can just like deactivate your doorbell until, or even until you get up for like breakfast, say in the morning? Have you had any bother at all with the was it the apartment below that was making all the noise? I think I vaguely remember you saying that had they sent them to get help. I think if I remember rightly when you were telling us about it. Ooh, it must be about six or more months ago. It must be now. It's right back up here. No, he's been quiet since. That's good then. So at least you haven't got the stress from that then, JD. Oh, bugger. That log didn't go into the machine, but that's okay. We'll chase after it. What could possibly go wrong? Grab it. Oh, we're going to be stuck with all these stumpy ones, aren't we? I need 2 more at least. Can I not put these? Oh, I can. Does this work? I'll build out with stumpy ones if I have to. No. Maybe I could keep jacking it up and jacking it up and jacking it up. Okay, right, just you don't go away. You go on there. And you go on there. Was it there? This reminds me of that Bond movie where... yeah. Where he cuts through the cable car thing, wasn't it? I'm going to risk sending 2 logs up. Oh, what could possibly go wrong here if you just cut through that cable? Oh, you know, in multiplayer, that would be the way you would get revenge on somebody. Oh, grab it. Right, that one's staying still. Will that stumpy piece go on top of there? Nope. Alright, let's see if I can find a... just chuck it. Okay. We got something here. I don't know quite what yet. Need another 2 logs up here regardless. Oh, did you get that as well there, Eris? We don't luckily we don't have that sort of problem in this village here. Grab it. No, run. Oh, come on. Get it. Ah, there we go. Will it or won't it? Right, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it that it might be high enough. Reload. There's only one way to find out. Have they lit paper bags with purifiers? So you have to stomp on it and get the bag. Oh, our health is almost non-existent. Nope, it's not going to line back up. Ah, bugger. Okay, why won't that work now? All we've done is raise it up. Okay, let's sever that line, and we'll have to have another little think. But that little thing is also going to have to be whilst carrying a log. Is that what the kids have done in your area, though? They tie them up, chuck them in the river. Yeah, which way do? Oh no! So which way do we have to go? Get around here again. Oh, can you guys see that? Was that the cube? The cube of the world? Can we see from up here? Effectively on the top floor of the apartment building, so pretty safe. Until I was thinking like, are they like knocking on the doors sort of thing? Oh, hang on, we're stuck here. No, come on, out. Bugger. Oh no, I'm trapped. There we go. I'm free. Okay, that makes that. Gonna grab that. Oh, that's a stumpy one. Hang on. Let's just walk down and get the logs. I'm trying to cannibalize different sections to try and do another bit, and then to tie another bit onto this other bit. It's like, no, just go and get the logs and walk them up here. It's the only way. Just gonna have to like give in with it. My building is locked, so people need a key to get in. That's why, in case I'm surprised when some people rang the doorbell. It turned out to be a neighbour's guest. They oh, so did they come out the wrong way and then lock themselves out? So one thing we used to find in the hotel a lot is people locking themselves out of the room because they're used to at home. They would say they would walk out of the bathroom if they went to the toilet in the middle of the night, and they would turn left and open the door to go to their bedroom, say. Whereas in the hotel room, they had to turn right to turn back to their room, to where their bed is, for example. And they would go through the door and then all of a sudden realise that they're standing in the corridor because they were like too blurry-eyed to see. So on many occasions we had to put people back in their rooms. Hang on, where the hell did that log go? So I have been losing... Oh, no, he took it. I can see that happening if... Yeah. The amount of times it would happen, though, to folk, and... You know, especially when like say like the young'uns have been out on the town, and they'd come out and they go the wrong way, and they're in the middle of the corridor they've got bleeding out on. And there's one lass that had taken the turn. I think she must have been about maybe 25ish or something like that. But having to luckily I had the keys to the linen cupboard, so I was able to open and at least get her a towel. Was that 6? It was 6. Oh look, another one loaded up there. Oh no, yeah, there's no line, we have to walk it. Gotta walk it. That happened to me every time I stay. You turn around and go the wrong way, Eris. I'm surprised with your all-nighters in the bar that you have time to go back to the hotel room. Well, hang on, let's let our stamina regenerate a little bit for a moment. We go. because gravity is not an issue in this game. After all, we can send things vertically up a zipline. Okay, surely that is in alignment now. Oh yeah, we need more logs up here though. There you go. Right, let's see how this affects it. So we'll do a tether up to there, and oh, there it is. I'm trying to see where I can't see where our thing is. So we'll pull out this tow line. Uh-oh. That did not go according to plan. Whoops, indeed there, Mr. Oz. Oh, Jenny. Thinking of death loops. Thinking of death loops. Can I turn this thing off? It's making a hell of a lot of racket. How many stereos have they collected? I'm stealing your stuff. What are you going to do about it? I don't know which one of these stereos is on still. Oh, hang on. This is problematic. I'm going to have to run away. Never mind. They mustn't like me turning off their stereos. Inventory. Pills. Because randomly found beach pills are the best. Right, where's the map? Oh, we are a long way from home. Okay, I suppose we're just going to live with it and keep walking. But on... Oh, what night was it? Thursday night. We had so many death loops. So many death loops. Ooh, how many days is left on the challenge? I definitely think these are in the 20s still for the days remaining. Oh, actually, what percentage? I can't remember what percentage you guys said that you were up to there on it. Oh no, you reminded Mr. Oz? 21%? Or was it 21 days? Yeah, you definitely pressed the wrong button there, Mr. Oz. So, 21 days and 32%. No one wants to play SnowRunner. Oh, there, welcome in there, Barto, as well. Oh, I've got to climb all the way back up these hills. It's different things for the different time zone. Oh, up we go, up we go. Come on, we can do it, we can do it. Oh. Oh, this is going to be problematic. Alright, let's go around this way. Maybe. I don't think you'll have any trouble completing it, Mrs. Diesel. Unfortunately for me. Because, I mean, the last one, you guys got that challenge in less than 15 days, and most days nobody contributed anything to it. Whereas Easy Guy has been encouraging you people to contribute to it. It only takes 5 people to contribute every day, minimal, to guarantee it's well, from your perspective, success. These are all mad. Right, let's sprint up the next bit. Oh no! JD's fallen under your spell. We have to get him to do SnowRunner. Well, like I said, with any luck, it'll be off Game Pass by the time that you guys finish the challenge. That's fingers crossed. But since it seems so eager, you're evil man, JD. Oh, I don't know about that, Mr. Diesel. Like I said, I have streamed it maybe 10-ish times. And I definitely know that I am not a fan of it. And White Coat Club are welcome in there, mate. And we're definitely getting my steps in. Definitely getting my steps in on this project. How are you doing there, mate? We've just died, and now we've just walked back over the mountain to our current project. No chance you're doing it one way or the other, because EG and I will make sure of it. Well, I hope on whichever Sunday this falls, I hope you are all going to come along to amuse yourselves at my non-amusement. Whenever the challenge is complete, it will be the Sunday of whatever week it happens to be. So if the challenge gets completed, say on Tuesday, it'll be that Sunday where it will go on it. If you complete it on the Saturday, then of course it'll be the following day. Hang on, which way did we come around here before? Was it this side of the cliff we used? Yeah, it's already kind of looked a little bit like that. I'm trying to build a transport thing. However, I was a bit disappointed to find out that the ropes don't go infinitely. It turned out the videos that I watched on YouTube was people with like modded versions of the game, when they had like infinite ropes. I just thought that was the way the game ran. You could run a zip line for all eternity. Hang on, it wasn't this difficult to climb up here before as well. We definitely come up the wrong side of this cliff. So, but we're having to build now little relay stations. And we've only managed to build one, and we've been here for 2.5 hours. Yeah, which way did we climb up here before? I got myself completely turned around here. Heater winch. Yes. Well, I'm trying to get up here so that I can put another zip line in to the one that we broke. Ah, here we go. We're back up here now. I'll put the map away as well. Actually, what day are we up to? Day 26. Okay, I'm going to put that... I'm going to risk it there. I hope that's not too high for the logs. But we'll see if we can get the... I mean, the range is good to the mid station. It's just getting now the angle for it. Because that's where it went a bit screwy when we rebuilt the other end. There we go, look at that. Okay, send one log up to test it. And then we'll follow up behind. But eventually, yeah, we will put lights on these as well, so it looks like beacons going going across them all. Oh, I don't know where that log went. Oh, oh no, that's a stumpy. That's a stumpy one. Okay, that log disappeared into the ether. Just want to stick this down somewhere so it's in the ground. So I have no idea where that log went. So it would have hit there. Would it have pinged off down here, do we think? We're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to carry logs up here. I think that's gonna be the way, isn't it? Until I build a proper capture on the top there. And crouch. I haven't thought that far ahead, Mrs. Diesel. Generally, when I've tried to do multiplayer on SnowRunner, it hasn't gone very well because I end up getting left behind. Because I don't know how to play the game properly. And then I wind up just basically driving around in circles with nothing to do. So it'd probably be better if I did it solo, to be honest. Because it never works out for me whenever I try to stream it multiplayer. Oh, we are freezing to death here as well. Right, I think it's night time. We'll sleep. And we'll save. There we go. So you walk out here and you get the sun rising over our frozen wasteland because we've stripped the place of all the trees. Let's watch for the sun coming up. Can I empty my hands? I can't empty my hands. It does look really nice as the sun's coming up though here. We'll just leave it here for a moment. Sounds like our little friend beneath us though wants to try to get our attention underneath us there, you can see. Indeed, Mr. Oz. Well, we are actually going to wrap up in a moment as well. But thank you for coming in there. I'm just going to watch this sunrise, and then we're going to raid out. Because my neck is absolutely killing me, and I'm going to need some rest if there's going to be a psychotic Irishman trying to knock down the front door tomorrow. You know what he's like. I don't know how she's not cold. Look at her, she looks freezing. Okay, everybody, we are going to wrap up here for the evening. Press these buttons here, and then I'm going to press this button here, followed by that one. Drag it out, drag it out, drag it out. There we go. So thank you everybody for coming in this evening and causing plenty of chaos. We will be back tomorrow. Actually, what is tomorrow? It's on the thing there. Tomorrow, actually no, tomorrow we might not be on. So there's a 50-50 chance we'll say, if I am on, we're going to be doing the Hunter. If I'm not, then we'll be back on Wednesday with a new series starting on Wednesdays, which is the Shadow of Mordor, possibly. Or it could be the Shadow of something else. I've got no idea. No one knows which game is the first and which game is the second one. It's one of the universe's great mysteries. And we'll never know. We'll never know. But Okay, let's have a little spy and see who is on. I'll tell you what, we're just going to jump over and see what... You know, we haven't jumped into this fella for ages and ages. Let's jump over and see what he's up to there. So, once again, thank you all for watching. We don't know about tomorrow. We'll find out tomorrow what happens. So, thank you all for watching. Have a good night. And if I find the right button, I'll see you all next time. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.